Welcome to Frederick at its best. Frederick at its best is all about recognizing activities and people who really exemplify and make Frederick a wonderful place to live, work, and call home. So today it gives me pleasure to recognize Lynn Davis, who's the director of the Child Advocacy Center here in Frederick County. And she does work for Frederick County government, so we're pleased to acknowledge one of our own employees as well. And Lynn has been the director of the Child Advocacy Center since 2013, about 2 years, and she's made a big difference in really moving the Child Advocacy Center forward. And we're really here to acknowledge today a special achievement. Lynn was recognized at a Governor's Victims Assistance Awards ceremony on May 8th in Annapolis as the Outstanding Victim Services Professional Award winner. And she had been nominated for a different award, but after a review committee read through the nominations, they decided that you were really worthy of the Outstanding Victim Service Professional Award. So I want to read a certificate of recognition to Lynn and present that to her, and to really let everybody in our community know how proud we are of her accomplishments and her good work in Frederick County government for the people in our community, particularly our most vulnerable citizens, which are our children. So with that, I will read this certificate. This certificate of recognition is presented to Lynn Davis, the director of the Child Advocacy Center, Frederick County Citizen Services Division, for revitalizing the Child Advocacy Center, bringing tremendous ideas and skills to serve victims of child abuse and their families, and showing your dedication to the center through countless hours writing grants for victim-related services, engaging in direct client services, and reaching out to the community to raise awareness for child abuse prevention. We join together in saluting you and your accomplishments as the recent recipient of the Outstanding Victim Services Professional Award from the Maryland Governor's Office of Crime Control and Prevention. We thank you for your hard work, your innovation, your outstanding skills employed in being an exceptional multidisciplinary team leader who has earned the trust and respect of her coworkers and partners. You are the voice and the advocate whose message regarding child abuse is always clear: every child matters. Your conscientious and caring attitude exemplifies the best of Frederick County government and the best of Frederick. I extend my appreciation and recognition to you for your superb service. So on behalf of the citizens of Frederick County, I commend you for your contributions to our community, really for your caring and compassion. I mean, you really, I think, are doing what you're meant to do, and for helping us shape the future of Frederick County, which will be a better place if we can eliminate and reduce child abuse in our community. So I do want to provide an opportunity for everyone here to introduce themselves and say a few words. I know we have a group of women who are strong advocates and supporters of the Child Advocacy Center, and but we'll start off by passing the microphone to Lynn Davis.
Thank you. Thank you so much for this honor. I really appreciate it, but the honor goes to Child Advocacy Center staff and partners and volunteers who do so much to make sure that everyone knows all the time in every situation that every child matters. We're very fortunate to have the opportunity to be part of Frederick County government and have that support for our children and families who need the support, who are working hard to hold out the hope that healing happens and that this can be a safe and loving community for all our children. So I'm truly honored, but mostly blessed to work with the men and women with whom I work.
I'm Cindy Miller. I'm president of the Friends of the Child Advocacy Center. We're here to be supportive of Lynn. She has done marvelous things with the Child Advocacy Center and makes our job so much easier.
I'm Judy Federline. I'm treasurer of the Friends of the Child Advocacy Center, and we just feel blessed that we are able to work with Lynn. She has just been a gem for us. And she, like Cindy said, she has made our job so much easier. And I'll come to you.
I'm Marilyn Hill, and I'm Vice President of the Friends of the Child Advocacy Center. And I just like to also say it is a blessing. Whoever sent Lynn to us, we are Frederick County, and everyone is very blessed. She is just an outstanding and wonderful person, and all her staff she works with, they're just wonderful. And Frederick County should be very, very proud and happy to have them in their government.
And my name is Tanya. I'm with the Human Relations Commission, and I too had the opportunity to know Lynn. And I just want to tell her I'm so happy, blessed to know her, so proud of her. And like everyone said, I'm so glad that we were able to get a gem like her to work in Frederick County. She does a lot for our children, and she is one of the biggest advocates that I've ever met when it comes to the children of Frederick. So I just thank her for the work that she does in this city and in this county. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Pat Rosensteel. I'm the Director of the Citizen Services Division of Frederick County Government, and the Child Advocacy Center is a part of our division, and we're very proud to have them there. This Child Advocacy Center was in a different state before Lynn started. There was some distrust going on with partners. There were some difficulties internally that needed to be resolved. And the children were still being served. That's the wonderful thing about that. But when Lynn came along and she became our top choice for this position, we really had no idea of this common theme of blessedness that has befallen us in a good way. And she's just been remarkable to work with, and remarkable in her insight in working with other people and bringing partners together for the good of our children.
Hi, I'm Laurie McNeil. I'm the clinical director at Hartley House, and Hartley House has the great pleasure of working with Lynn and her staff conducting family groups where we serve victims of trauma, and we have so far started to do 2 groups a year with each other, and we're planning to continue. We just went out yesterday and bought a bunch of more supplies for our next group. We're really excited about that. And I just want to say about Lynn that Lynn reached out to Hartley House to have us involved in the group. And it's been such a great partnership. We love Lynn. We love her staff. We have fun with them. Lynn has a great sense of humor. In addition to being extremely one of the most compassionate people I've ever met. And we just feel really lucky to have that kind of partnership, because before this we hadn't connected with CAC before in this way. So it's just been an amazing experience for us, and we feel really, really lucky, Lynn, and really blessed to have you. Thank you. Do you want to speak?
Wow. Thank you. Lynn, first and foremost, on behalf of the Human Relations Commission, congratulations. Truly an honor, most deserving. And I had an opportunity to meet you face-to-face, I guess a month ago when we had the dedication. That moment was so special to me because the next weekend, well, actually that weekend, I had my grandson with me, and we were able to go to the park. He was able to play with a pinwheel, and he was able to sit on the bench. And though he doesn't speak, you know, I showed him how to whisper, but he was screaming, so it wasn't a whisper. But it was truly a beautiful moment. But I share with you as I'm standing here, and there's truly a warm spirit in this place. You may can't feel it on television, but there's a warm spirit, and as Pat said, of blessedness. And I just want you to know that your living is not in vain, because not only are you reaching people, you're teaching people, you're touching people, and you're helping people, and more so, you're helping children. And that's the blessing of it all, because our children are not only our future, they are our today. And because of what you're doing, their living, your living will not be in vain. And from my heart, I say thank you.
Wow.
Sorry.
No, that's awesome, because what we're all feeling right now, I think, is what we're feeling, and so grateful to Lynn. I had the opportunity previously. I'm Kelly Russell with the City of Frederick, and on behalf of the City of Frederick, we congratulate you, and we're very proud to be one of the partners of the CAC. You have been transformative, and we, as we talked about in the Juneteenth proclamation, we have to remember our past, to move forward into our present. And while we remember the difficulties that were there, they are in the past. And your work and your staff and all of the partners it has been a transformative experience, and the children are better for it. So I think part of your wonderfulness is your humility, and wanting to give credit to other folks, which absolutely deserve it. But congratulations to you, because you've earned it.
We're pleased to be here today to honor and recognize and congratulate Lynn Davis. And, I know that it might feel odd for you to have us all here on television saying yay, but yay for the children is good. We want to say yay for the work that you do too. And so I think we need to take this opportunity to give you an opportunity to tell people what they can do to support your work and what they can do to help make sure every child matters and that we prevent child abuse in our community. So I would like you to speak to that a little bit.
Thank you. The people who find out that a child is in need are usually not the professionals first. It isn't those of us who work professionally with children. It's family members, it's neighbors, it's school teachers and bus drivers. It's people who have first contact to notice if something might be a little bit wrong with the child. They might be acting differently. There may be concerns. You may hear something, and it's just vital that we not be afraid to step forward. It's important to connect with the child, and it's also important, if you're concerned, to talk to somebody who might help you realize what your options are, and the Child Advocacy Center can do that. We can talk with you about things children need to stay safe. We can connect you to the resources that will help you if you need to go further. If no one acts, children can't be protected. It's not their job to protect themselves. It's our job to do that for them. So I think for all of us as citizens and family members and friends, it's our obligation to really take to heart that message that protecting children is everyone's business. It is your business. You can do it kindly, but it is your business, and we'll help you if you need support in that. We work together with a multidisciplinary team of social workers, Department of Social Services, CPS workers, and foster care workers. We work with law enforcement, with Frederick police officers, with sheriff's officers, and with the state police, and we work with the state's attorney's office. And especially, we work with community partners like Hartley House, working to prevent abuse and heal it when it happens, and our beloved friends of the Child Advocacy Center. And that's something you can do. You can be a friend. You can help, not just with monetary contributions that help families afford to get to appointments or provide comfort blankets for children who go through medical appointments. You can give of your time, and we're developing a burgeoning volunteer mentoring approach, and there's room for you too.
All right. So thank you for all you do, and it just gives me great pleasure to recognize you today because you exemplify Frederick at its best. So we thank all of you for what you do. We thank your staff as well. And so thank you for joining us today. And if you are aware of a child who you're concerned about, you can call the Child Advocacy Center, you can call Hartley House, you can call law enforcement. But, as adults in our community, it's up to all of us to make sure that all of our children are safe. Thank you for joining us.